Imagine you're in a crowded London library in 1983. Tony Buzan flips through a thick notebook, eyes sparkling. He's about to challenge everything you've ever believed about your brain. Most people use one side, the left, for logic, right for creativity. But what if you could unlock the full power of both? This book promises a mind revolution that'll supercharge how you read, think, and remember. Ready to crack the code of your brain's hidden potential. You think your brain's split into neat boxes, but Buzan shows how the two halves work together, and what happens when you ignore half the picture. Back in 1983, Tony introduced a mind map that changed how schools in England taught kids. He used colorful spokes and images radiating from a central idea, urging students to engage both logic and creativity, not just doodle or take notes mechanically. That vivid, organic visual struck a nerve, flipping traditional note-taking upside down. Think of your brain as a jazz duo. The left side plays precise, fast riffs, the language, numbers, the rules. The right side is the slow singer, rich with melody and emotion. When these two jam together, your thoughts become a masterpiece instead of noise. The problem? Most of us try to listen to only one player and miss the harmony. Ignoring your right brain is like trying to watch a 3D movie with one eye closed. You get a flat, incomplete picture. Buzan found people underperform because they overuse logic and neglect imagination. Once you bring your creative side in, your reading speed improves, your memory locks deeper, and your problem-solving becomes unexpectedly sharp. Speed reading isn't a gimmick. Buzan dives into how your eyes, brain, and attention team up, or fumble, when you try to read faster and learn more efficiently. Buzan points to common reading habits, fixating on each word, subvocalizing every syllable as sneaky brain traps that kill speed. In contrast, a group of kids in London who used his training started grasping whole phrases at once, wiping out slow, choppy reading almost overnight. It was like teaching them to see the forest, not just every tree. Your eyes don't glide smoothly like a cursor. They dart in quick jumps called saccades, followed by split-second pauses where you actually absorb meaning. Understanding and controlling these tiny jumps is key. Imagine a camera shutter clicking rhythmically, capturing bursts of clarity rather than blurry scans. Here's the wild trick. Buzan used metronomes to retrain reading cadence. By syncing your eye movements to a steady beat, you impose a natural rhythm on processing words. Readers who practiced this found their speeds skyrocketed without losing comprehension. It's not magic, but a neurological reset that transforms how your brain dances with text. Forget boring flashcards. Buzan's memory boosts rely on colorful associations, fun systems, and a surprisingly simple visual tool, the mind map. Buzan shares the number rhyme system, where each number hooks to a word that rhymes. 1 is bun, 2 is shoe, making abstract numbers stick like Velcro. He recalls a memory champion in Manchester who recited 500 digits faster than calculators by mentally hooking numbers to silly images, proving the brain loves stories, not digits. Mind maps are more than notes. They're colorful branching diagrams that mimic how your brain works. Instead of boring lines of text, you connect ideas with pictures, colors, and keywords. This organic layout supercharges recall and creative thinking, turning study into a playground where ideas grow in every direction. Companies like IBM adopted mind mapping to boost brainstorming and project planning. Buzan tells of executives who found meetings less tedious and results far clearer. It's proof that this playful method rewires your brain's approach to problems, making even complex projects easier to handle and solution-ready. Remember that London library where Tony Buzan held his notebook like a treasure chest? Now you've got the key. Your brain isn't half the powerhouse you thought, it's the full engine. Try this. Start your next note-taking session with a mind map, splash in some color, link ideas freely. Watch your brain flip from autopilot to creative rocket. That's both sides working together, exactly what Buzan promised. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.